Hi everyone, this is Bharath, your USP Coach, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about love. Who does not know about love? I have hardly come across anyone who has never experienced love um, or has not heard about love, because love is ubiquitous. Love is all around us, and love is probably the one thing that people live to die for. So, in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about what happens in certain kinds of relationships, right? Relationships are either working or not working. For those relationships that work, uh, it's always good. And for relationships that don't work, they don't work for a variety of reasons. I'm just going to dwell in this video upon one reason for a relationship to not work. So, in this case, right, my friend and his spouse both came to me for some advice, and I asked them what's going on, and they told me that something. We feel that something is missing in our love life. I asked them what is missing. Said no. Nowadays we don't feel the same thing that we used to experience before marriage, because before marriage, the guy was always behind her, trying to impress her, trying to please her by, getting her attention, buying things for her, making her feel special and all that. But a lot of that has died down after marriage and kids and all that. So they were asking me for a suggestion on how to reinvigorate marriage. But I want to talk about this particular aspect of a relationship where the passion dies down. Does every relationship need to have a passion? Does every marriage need to have passion in it? Not necessarily, but for relationships that do have this problem, where the stated reason is that passion is missing, let us try to understand what is the root cause of all this, right? So, since I know him for a long time, I know what happened before marriage, and I know the story a little bit after marriage, right? Um, so before marriage, he was head over heels for her, and he always used to spend a lot of time with her, and he used to go, grab her attention some way or the other. Uh, used to ask her questions like, "Shall we go on a long ride? Shall we go on, to the circus? Shall we go uh, watch the movie?" There were a lot of things to keep them engaged together, and there was a lot of time that they spent, quality time that they spent together, which was actually a reason for their relationship to blossom. So now, also he also used to pay attention to her a lot, and he used to ask questions like, uh, do you need a popcorn, do you like a mango, things that actually really she cared about, like eating favorite foods, or singing, listening to music, whatever it is. He was paying a lot of attention to her and giving her the emotional attention that she needed. And not only that, he always used to please her by buying her some gifts, like books or jewels, or anything that she really cared for. So this guy seemed to know her in and out, and he tried to uh, complete her before marriage. But what happened after marriage is that this typically happens in certain marriages, that the guy tends to lose the passion, the drive, the the intent to please her, the intent to covet her, the intent to woo her, the passion with which the girl is approached, that that takes a back seat after marriage, because what happens is the guy takes the girl for granted, right? The guy got married to the girl, so he takes the girl for granted and thinks that anyway she is married to me, where is she going to go, right? So things like that do happen, and when that happens, it's really damaging to the psyche of the girl, because the girl had always had these high hopes in the guy that he would be someone who would take care of her emotional needs all the time, and would pay attention to her and stuff like that. So when the guy actually starts losing all that, that gets the woman really worried. And when a woman is worried, she can not be so friendly. So that's why whenever a woman is in some kind of a worry or concern, it would be better for guys to keep a safe distance from her. Try to assess the situation before you approach a woman, always, just to be safe, you know. But jokes apart, I feel that in such marriages, when the guy loses the interest, it is not the guy's fault that the guy loses it, because it's some kind of a coding that I don't have to do that wooing anymore. But for the woman, it's never like that. She wants her guy to be that constant beacon of hope. Somebody she can always trust, and trust to pay her the attention that she deserves, trust to buy her the things that she needs and stuff like that. So this is a very fine balance, and when the guy goes on with his life unconscious about such things, it can be very damaging to the relationship between the man and the woman. So what could be a possible solution for it? So one thing that I would recommend the teenagers of today, I wouldn't say teenagers, but the guys who are yet to be married but are in a relationship, I would request them to have a conversation before marriage on what is the expectation of me from you after marriage. So I know what has been your expectation before marriage, but I would like to know what would be the expectations after marriage. Similarly, the woman also has to be asked of. And so when both people sit together and talk about this, there is a good possibility that such kind of falling out doesn't happen, and that can actually lead to great relationships, great passionate and fruitful relationships that tend to stick together for a very, very long time. So that's about it. That's what I thought of sharing today in this video. Let me know if you have any comments. You can write in the comments in the video. And as always, my request is for you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And see you guys in the next video. Take care.